So, you finished your cut, but how do you start eating more without ruining your results? What if I told you the secret to keeping the weight off starts right after your diet ends? Today we're diving into something that's super useful, but often ignored after a dieting phase: reverse dieting. Most people crush their calorie deficit. They lose the weight, they feel great. But then what happens? They jump straight back into eating normally, and then the weight piles back on. Their energy crashes, and then they feel discouraged. That's where reverse dieting steps in. Today I'm gonna break down exactly how to reverse diet using MacroFactor step by step. Let's get into it. So first, what is a reverse diet and who actually needs one? Think of reverse dieting as a bridge between cutting and bulking. You just finished losing weight, your calories are low, your hunger hormones are fired up, your metabolism is suppressed, and you might even feel tired, moody. Instead of jumping straight into high calories or bulking mode, a reverse diet strategically increases your intake week by week, giving your body time to adjust. This helps you feel less hungry, helps you reduce cravings, have more stable mood, bring back energy and motivation to move, improve your gym performance, and honestly, just feel like a little human again. Reverse dieting is recommended after any fat loss phase longer than 6 weeks. So the longer, more aggressive your cut, the more important a proper reverse diet becomes. So if you did a standard 8-week summer cut, you may reverse for around 4 to 6 weeks. But if you went full contest prep, 12 to 16 or even 20 weeks plus, then you're likely going to have a reverse diet for 10 to 12 weeks. Now, this applies to everyday dieters too. You don't have to be a bodybuilder to benefit from it. Now, let's talk about how to set up a reverse diet inside MacroFactor. So if you haven't already downloaded the app, you can grab it and you can follow along. And if you want an extended trial, you can use the code FEASTGOOD to get 2 full weeks for free. Inside the app, start the onboarding questionnaire. For your goal, don't choose maintenance. Instead, select gain weight, even if you don't really want to gain much. Why? Because during reverse diet, some weight gain is expected, usually water, glycogen, and a little healthy fat. That is totally normal. It's part of recovery. So set your target weight to a moderate amount, something like up to 15 pounds above your starting point. You're not necessarily going to gain all that, it just gives the app room to work. Next, and this is key, choose the slowest possible rate of gain. We're talking about 0.12 to 0.15% of your body weight per week, or roughly 0.4 to 0.5 per month. This is what keeps it clean, controlled, and effective. Then pick coach style. Choose your preferred diet setup. Balanced is perfect for most people, and select your calorie distribution. You can go with even calories every day, or you can choose higher and lower days. Even distribution works great for reverse diets. For protein, you're gonna stick to the default, around 1.8 to 1.9 grams per kilogram of body weight. That is the perfect balance for muscle retention and recovery. And that's it. Now the magic begins. All you need to do now is log your food, log your weight, track your visuals or body fat if you want, and MacroFactor will analyze your trends and recommend weekly adjustments to calories and macros. Now, let's talk strategy. Choosing your pace is one of the most important parts of reverse dieting. Yes, MacroFactor is going to give you a range, but sliding the bar too far to the right toward faster weight gain, that means you're going to get calorie bumps that are much larger, like 150 to 200 plus calories per week. That can quickly turn your reverse diet into an accidental bulk. Slow and steady, 50 to 100 extra calories a week is ideal. It gives your metabolism time to recover without rapidly adding body fat. Say you've been eating 1,800 calories at the end of your cut, and you know your true maintenance is closer to 2,200. Instead of jumping there overnight, you can increase slowly each week while monitoring your weight trend. This is where MacroFactor shines. It does that monitoring for you. Now, let's talk about weekly adjustments and check-ins. MacroFactor analyzes your weight trends, not just daily fluctuations, to detect what's really happening. So your job is to simply log your weight and log your meals. Here are the best practices for weigh-ins. Weigh yourself first thing in the morning. I'm talking empty stomach, same routine every single day, log it exactly as shown, don't adjust or round. Don't freak out over daily fluctuations, it's all about weekly trends. So as you enter your data, the app is going to decide whether to raise your calories, usually by around 50 to 100 calories per day. Sometimes it's only going to adjust slightly, like 15 calories, or not at all. That simply means your current intake is already close to ideal. So here's how you know reverse dieting is working. You're gradually gaining a small amount of weight each week. Calories are slowly climbing. You feel better, you have more energy, more sleep, better workouts, you're less food obsessed, and you still look pretty lean. That's exactly what we want. Let's talk about 4 common mistakes to avoid. Number 1, increasing calories too fast. Yes, you're hungry, I know. Yes, food sounds amazing, but jumping your calories aggressively doesn't boost your metabolism faster, it just makes you gain fat faster. Number 2, ignoring biofeedback. Things like sleep, mood, cravings, recovery, and energy levels. That's gonna tell you how well your body is responding. If you're still tired, if you're craving heavy, and you're dragging, you may be increasing calories too slowly. Number 3, not tracking weight correctly. If you only weigh in twice a week or at random times during the day, MacroFactor can't accurately read trends. That means it may not adjust calories properly. Number 4, starting without good data. If you finished your diet and then started tracking macros, you don't have real data to start from, and that makes your reverse diet much less effective because you're guessing instead of bulking on your cutting numbers. So how long should you reverse diet? Most people fall somewhere between 4 to 12 weeks, depending on how long and aggressive their cut was. If you did that summer mini cut, maybe 4 to 6 weeks might do it. Contest prep or a very long diet, then you're looking closer to 10 to 12 weeks. But honestly, your body tells you when you're ready. So don't pick a number, let your data and feedback guide you. Your hunger, your energy, your mood, your gym performance, that's going to improve week by week. There are 2 main approaches to starting a reverse diet. Option number 1 is to jump quickly into true maintenance. This is better if you're exhausted, if you're moody, if you're feeling food obsessed, and you're just done with dieting. Option number 2 is to increase slowly and coast into maintenance over several weeks. Perfect if you're feeling okay and you don't mind staying lean a little bit longer. Either way, once you're near maintenance, you can gradually increase from there based on MacroFactor's recommendations. And the best part, MacroFactor literally takes the guesswork out of reverse dieting. It reads your weight trends, it adjusts your macros and calories, and it keeps you on track without having to manually calculate anything. You just log, you stay consistent, you follow the data, and you let the app guide the process. Now, if you want to try it for yourself, like I said, you can use the code FEASTGOOD for an extended 2-week free trial. Now, reverse dieting, it's not flashy or exciting, but it's exactly what takes your results from I lost weight to I kept it off without starving, without rebounding, and I actually feel amazing. If you just finished a cut and you want to keep your results, check out my full MacroFactor tutorial right here. It's going to show you exactly how to track macros and adjust calories each week. Thanks a lot. See you later.